So now you want me to do it the way that I do it? All the way through, all the wheels that I use, the whole thing?
If that's okay with you.
No, that's fine.
I'm particularly interested in how you make your dome.
Okay.
This is Crazy Lace.
Yeah.
Or mildly insane.
Okay, we ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. So first thing is you mark your slab and you trim it out on the trim saw. Then I use the cab rest, goes up against the wheel. And I grind to the mark.
Upside down.
Yes, because the side that you marked is actually the back now. Grind it to the mark, and then I clean it up on the 220.
You don't need to take it straight to the line on me.
No. Of course, these are freeform, so it doesn't really matter. The line's just a guide. Now there's a little sticker on here that says put your thumb in here and hold it. I like to use both hands on the stone. It may grind your cab rest a little bit, but it's not going to matter.
They're really affordable.
Yeah, so I use both hands to get the bezel. There's my bezel. It gives me that 11-degree angle. And I'm ready to start doming. So I go with the edge and bring it down, kind of rock it and go around the stone.
Using the shape of the wheel.
Yes. I'm kind of watching the bezel, keeping it straight, but it's not really, you want to keep it sort of straight now, but you're going to clean it up a little later. Okay, so now I've kind of brought it up here, so now I have a little flat top there in the center.
You don't need to completely establish your dome on that 80.
No, because I want to do the final on the 220. So now is when, if my bezel is a little crooked, right there it dips a little, right there is a little high. So now I clean that up. I'll grind right where it's a little high and bring it down and kind of straighten that up. That's the 220. Now I'll go to the Nova. I'm going to go over here and we're going to use a Nova Grid 60.
Awesome. And now, so for those of you that don't quite understand why would he go from 220 to 60, 220 metal bond wheels are a lot more aggressive than 60 grit resin and diamond impregnated resin. For most stones, you wouldn't use a diamond impregnated resin Nova wheel to do your freeforming. Just like that. That's fast. The 220 grit scratches are gone. Just like that. Don probably could go straight to 280 if you could go if you wanted to.
Yeah,
this
but it makes it a little quicker, so I'm going to a 140. But I'm using the 140 now and I'm always trying to keep my bezel straight. So if I got a little high spot, I concentrate on that high spot, but I always try to keep my bezel straight.
So for those of you who
then I like to do the back. So at this point, I will do the back. Now I'm ready to always use my shirt. And now I'm ready to move on.
And so for those of you that don't use 60 or 140 grits, there's nothing wrong with the traditional 80, 220, 280, 600, 12, and 3000.
Just a little slower.
It's just a little slower. It's all about knowing what are you cutting. If you're cutting turquoise, you wouldn't even want to do that, really.
That's correct.
So it's know your stone, really. And for people like me and Don and Dave who cut hundreds of cabs a week, it's all about speed for us. Speed is time, time is money. And this video is about the finer points of a professional cab. A professional cab has a superior dome, a superior polish, and a girdle, which allows the stone to be placed into fine jewelry. Beautiful piece.
Now we go into the 280.
So folks are going to want to know at home, is
Now
there a
I do
cab
the
rack?
edge. I hold it at that angle because this is 11 degrees, so I hold that at that angle and do the edge. And I'll do the back again. And then some stones, if they have a tendency to chip, I'll put a slight chamfer on the back edge.
Clean up a little bit of that blowout.
Yeah.
That harder stone.
And I do it at this stage because most of that little chamfer there will come out in the other following wheels. Now we're going to turn this off.
And so folks are going to want to know, is there a cab rest for a Pixie and Titan?
Yes.
In my opinion, what you just did is more than 50% of the work.
So now we're going to take the two wheels off. The 60 and the 140. We're going to go with the traditional 600, 1200, 3000. And do the edge again. And the back.
So you folks will see Don's drying it off between every grit to make sure that he didn't miss any scratches that might not be able to come out later down the line. It's really important.
There's the 600. So we can do a little more on the edge here.
And so if Don didn't catch that by looking and he went to 3000, he might not have been able to get that out with the 3000 grit. Those old 280 scratches, or even 1200. Grit is where a lot of stones start to get their gloss. But Don's going to just take that over the top here in a few moments.
I'm going to go to 3000. Now we're at 3000. Now we're at a point where you could go to a polishing pad, or I prefer to change these out and go further on those.
And so this right here, this 3000 is better than most people's final polish. But you can keep going. That's what Don's going to do. I think he's going to be using a
8,000,
14,000,
and 50.
But look at that, just a 3000 grit. Great girdle, perfect dome, lovely polish, nice polished pack.
You can tell when you're starting to get finer, it's harder to hold, more slippery.
Fly right out of your hand.
Kind of want to watch the sharp point, not get it dug in. And that should do it.
Do you think this Crazy Lace is from America?
No, it's Mexico.
Probably Chihuahua. It's lovely. It's almost
Got
purple.
a little bad spot there.
We all have one.
Where's the bad spot?
It was harder to polish right in that little area.
Oh, it was just like muddier or something. And that's the difference between a good cab and an excellent cabochon. Making cabochons like a pro. How many do you think you've made? 10,000?
Oh, more. This is just this weekend, roughing these out just this weekend.
Been doing it for most of your life and you're still not bored.
No.
That's crazy, whatever that is.
That's Crazy Lace also.
Thanks, Don.
Mm-hmm.